Hi guys, it's Erik-Weisz with another picking video. Today I have a very interesting lock for you. It's the DOM Diamant, and it has a very fancy looking key, and basically it's a disk detainer lock which has the same operation principle as these cheap disk detainer padlocks. The key looks a bit more fancy. But I had the impression that this one is even easier to pick, provided you have the right tool to do that. And as a tool, I used this homemade picking tip. I made it from an injector pin, and interestingly, this whole assembly was available at Amazon, or the parts were available at Amazon for less than 10 euros. So in theory it's quite cheap and not also difficult to pick these. It has 11 discs, and interesting feature is that the last one is spring-loaded. So even if all the discs are in the right position, the last one has to be pushed a bit to open the lock. I think this is an interesting security feature, and yeah, if you have picked it, normally you would be able to rotate the core infinitely, but with the spring-loaded last disc, it stops after 360 degrees. Okay, without further ado, let's put this thing in a vise and start see if we can get it picked. So the DOM Diamant is now in the vise. Let's start picking. Key again. Works smoothly. And for tensioning I use this standard tensioner, which I apply from the top. Must be a bit careful not to go too far in. Oh no, I have to insert the pick first, then the tensioner. Have to be careful not to go too far inside, because then I will interfere with the pick. But this seems to be okay. Now I go through the discs and look for binders and try to find a position where the disc is spins more or less freely within some small range, and this should be the right position. A little core movement, okay, this feels very good. Seems that I'm on the bottom already. I test the last disc, which is spring-loaded. I have to rotate that last, but obviously does not yet open the lock. So I have to go through the stack again. Again, looking for binders and set them appropriately. Still not open. So once more. be number 10. Feels good. Number 9. Could be set a bit more. Number 8. It's okay. 7 also. 6, 5, 4. Maybe this was another one. Okay, start with 1. Feels okay. 2. Also feels okay. 3. Also 4. Where is it? This feels good. And there we go. And as you can see, we can rotate the core completely. And we have done one round, then it should close again because of the last disc. But if I touch that last disc again, then it should open again. Yes, it does. So clearly picked. Then let's cut this thing. Let's close it up again. We can take the pick out. And cutting of this is not too difficult. It has a ring that can be pulled out with a pick, gently going around, putting that out. Then it can simply be removed, hopefully. That's the spring. And then the complete core assembly can slide out. And that's where one sidebar already dropped. And yeah, I put that aside. What we have here is the drill protection that is in the front of the housing. And this is the core. And one sidebar already dropped out. There's another one. And the third one. And there's also one more, but this is a spring-loaded thing that gives the tension on the last disc. To disassemble this, we have to pull the front piece out. Sometimes also goes a bit difficult. But this should work. This is the piece where the tension is applied. Yeah, and it's a bit thicker, probably also for drill protection. Let's put it here. And then I forgot the tweezers. That's very bad. Okay, I will try to do it without. This is the first disc. And between the discs there are spacers. And these are very interesting to see. This is going to be difficult without tweezers. That's too bad. Yeah, sorry, I will have to fetch tweezers. Just a moment, please. Sorry for that. Here I'm back with the tweezers. Okay, this is the first spacer. I have to put this fourth sidebar out first because this holds back the tweezer, the spacers. That's that one here. As you can see, there is a spring, and this little thing here pushes the last disc. So I put that here, and now we can take the discs and the spacers out more easily. Hopefully. So this is the first spacer, and these spacers are 0.7 millimeters in width, but they have 4 ball bearings, and these are 1 millimeter in diameter. Okay, and what I also should say is that there are 2 different shapes of discs, and they alternate. And one has a deeper nose, and one has a smaller nose. And as I said, they alternate. And yeah, let's put them all out, and then I can tell something more about it. Oh, that's really difficult. They don't want to come out. Next spacer. Next disc. Next spacer. And another spacer, and another disc. Now this is number 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's really annoying. These spacers fit very tightly inside this shell. I hope that I will get that back together again. Okay, you can drop these two out, I think. At least this one. This is the number 10. And the last one, number 11. The spring-loaded one. So, okay, this is the housing. Yeah, here we go. Let me show you these discs again. Number 1 and number 2. And as you can see, this is on number 1, the nose is a bit longer, on number 2 it's a bit shorter. That's because of the asymmetric shape of the key. As you can see, on the left hand side there is a bit less space for the key, and this has to also to be taken account when you design a picking tool, because this picking tool has to go through the discs either that way or that way, so it must not be too wide, otherwise it will stop, it will not slide through these ones. Okay, that's about all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I hope that I will get that again together again. Hope to see you again soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.